guys, it's your girl Samantha with Black Nation News, and today I wanted to do an update on the story that broke like a few months ago about this black man who was in this, like, I guess predominantly white neighborhood or all white neighborhood, and there's this big white guy who was kind of yelling at him to leave his neighborhood because I don't remember what he said. But let's go ahead and jump into the article. This is from the armytimes.com. So it says, drill sergeant found guilty of assault after shoving black man in viral video. So this is Sergeant First Class Jonathan Pendleton. He was convicted of a misdemeanor assault and battery Monday for his actions in this viral video. So a suspended Fort Jackson, South Carolina drill sergeant was found guilty of misdemeanor assault and battery Monday following a 2-day bench trial, according to local media reports. Sergeant First Class Jonathan Pendleton shoved and pursued a black man through his Columbia, South Carolina neighborhood in a viral video this April. Pendleton must either serve 30 days in jail or pay a $1,087 or pay, I guess, fine. According to the Post and Courier, they didn't put fine in there. So I'm like, what do they call it? What is it? The $1,087? Guess it's a fine. So the sentence was imposed by local magistrate Judge Deandre Wilson Hightower. In the viral video, Pendleton can be heard saying, "You either walk away or I'm going to carry your ass out of here." He continued to follow the black man, later identified as Deandre Williams, down the sidewalk, adding, "Let's go, walk away. I'm about to do something to you. You better start walking right now. You're in the wrong neighborhood. Mother effer, get out." The former commanding general of Fort Jackson, now Major General Milford Beagle, opted not to pursue UCMJ action or administrative action beyond suspending Pendleton, instead deferring to the civilian justice system. I'm not sure why he did that. He should have went under UCMJ because you are a representative of the military and you're showing bigotry. So he said, "While I have the authority to take action under the Uniform Code of Military Justice or take other administrative actions, I have the utmost confidence in our civilian criminal system and trust that it will reach a fair and just resolution of this case." Not sure about that. But anyways, Beagle said in an April statement, "I do not want to take any actions now that could interfere with the fair resolution of civilian criminal charges." Anyways, sounds like a load of crap. Online commenters argued that Pendleton's, because he should be busted down, he definitely can have some punishments given to him from the military side as well. So online commenters argued that Pendleton's remarks and actions were racist, a characterization that he denied during the trial. This is Sade. "I went for a walk yesterday evening and I encountered a young man, Deandre, in distress. I decided to record the incident in order to protect this black man from possibly becoming a statistic." This white guy is like in feet. I'll go ahead and play the video just so you guys can get an idea of what transpired on April 13th, 2021.
Go away right now.
Hey, they've already been called. They're just waiting.
Picking fights with who?
You know what? Maybe you should hang on a little longer. We'll
Let's
see
go.
how it goes. Then we won't have to get the report by ourselves.
What is it you're doing here?
Then
walk.
out. Well, you've been here like 15 minutes now.
Let's go. Walk away.
Keep walking.
Walk away. Walk away right now. You need help?
You got this on camera.
I'm happy to help you. I didn't hit you. There's a difference between
Pretty sure
pushing
you
you.
were the aggressor, buddy.
You're aggressing on their neighborhood.
Someone came running at
Walk back.
You better walk away. You walk away. You're talking to my wife right now.
That's your wife?
Walk away.
I didn't do
Walk
anything.
away.
Your wife to speak.
Check it out. You either walk away or I'm going to carry your ass out of here.
Dude, if you touch
What do you
me,
want to do?
You better not touch me.
Or
I'm not
what?
arguing.
What are you going to do?
You up on me.
Let's go. Walk
I'm not
away.
resisting. I didn't do anything.
I'm about to do something to you. You better start walking.
I do anything to her.
You better start walking
So
right
when
now.
you come after me like that,
I ain't coming after
you're the one in
you.
the wrong.
You're in the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker. Get out. Get out.
I live here, sir.
Where? Where's your house? What's your address?
Maybe we should walk you home.
You can walk, you know.
Well, you bet. You want to bet what I can do?
I live here, sir.
Okay,
Right
what's your
now, you're
address?
harassing the
I'm
neighborhood.
not harassing anyone walking through the neighborhood I live in, sir.
Where?
The only
Check it out.
The only person harassing the neighborhood is the big white guy that's yelling at the black guy. Who the fuck is he? The neighborhood watch? It's like, are you the neighborhood police? You get to tell people who can and can't come through that public fucking neighborhood. And that white lady that was on the curb, I don't know who she was talking to, but I saw her walk off. It seemed like she was trying to tell someone they couldn't film. Bitch, bye. Get your ass back across the street where you belong. Like, that would have been a whole fight over there if that was me over there filming. Like, Becky, stay your ass right across the street with your little crazy husband before I punch you in your fucking face.
We are a tight-knit community.
Okay.
We take care of each other.
How long have you
Hell of
been
a lot
living
longer than your ass, because I have never seen you before in my
How long have
life.
you been living here?
That's
Why
none of
does
your
that even matter to
business.
you?
How long have you been
It
living
doesn't matter. You know what? Get the hell.
So they're saying it's none of his business, but they're all up in his fucking business, asking him why is he in that neighborhood. How about it's none of your business that he's in that neighborhood? He can walk wherever the fuck he wants to walk, you racist bigots.
Out of my face. Get out of my face.
You walked up to me.
Check it out, motherfucker. I ain't playing with you. You either get your ass moving or I'm gonna move you.
You smell drunk.
You wanna bet?
You are drunk.
I'm about to show you what I can do.
I would suggest
You better walk away. Walk away. Walk away.
I'm walking. You keep following me, sir.
There's only one way out of here. It's right over there.
There's multiple ways out of here, sir.
You wanna bet? Walk away.
So I think the black guy handled it well. I think the drill sergeant guy did not get enough punishment. His behavior was deplorable at best and an extremely horrible representation of military service members. I have never in my life seen any service member treat somebody like that. Like, you're there temporarily as a service member, and he acts like he owns the whole fucking city. You're there temporarily. He's probably only stationed there 2 or 3 years at tops because he's in the army and with his stupid wife in the background. So if you have dependents, it's usually about 3 years. But they're sitting here just acting like they own the whole damn street, the whole damn neighborhood, the whole city, the whole state. Like, bitch, bye. Go sit your ass down somewhere. It's not even seeming like it's a gated community, because I know if it was, they would have mentioned that. So I definitely think that the drill sergeant should have gotten some rank busted down. Actually, let me see if they said he lost his rank. So they say he's suspended, but it seems like he's still a sergeant first class, which is absolutely disgusting the way he acted. But that's okay. If he can get away with it, then I guess black people can just cuss out white people when they come through their neighborhoods, and they should just have to pay like a little $1,000 fine or whatever too. So that's how we're going to fucking carry that. Because we could just bust this up and say, well, case United States versus Jonathan Pendleton, y'all just gave him 1 month or 30 days to serve, or he could pay a little stinking $1,000 fine or whatever. And that allows him to just be a fucking bigot as many times as he wants or whenever he wants with his dumbass wife sitting there. And as you notice, guys, like I always point out to you, whenever you have white people try to be tough, they always move in groups. They always move in groups. And black people like try to act, look at this mess. Black people like to try to act independent, like they don't need nobody. And that's why we are at the bottom, and why we will stay at the bottom until we realize that we do need each other. Ain't nobody coming to save the black race. Point blank period. I know the black men and black women having our issues right now. We stay with some issues. Of course, a lot of it ties back to white supremacy, but black males can definitely do better overall. And I feel like if they changed their behavior, black women would change their behavior. But I really don't see black women needing to change anything, because black males have been showing their ass for a long time. So anyways, that's why I have my 5 cents, because I'm like, I don't believe in traveling alone or doing things alone, really, especially being a woman. And I can't wait till they're all adults. I want somebody to fucking talk to me like this. I'm coming down the sidewalk with my 5 sons and their families. Try it if you want to. So that's all I got to say on that. So let me keep going. Let me see here. Okay, so the guy said, I want to reiterate that the command in no way condones the behaviors and actions depicted. Apparently you do condone it, because you haven't said that you've given him any kind of punishment except for being suspended. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Did you take any pay? You know, did you put him on any kind of detail? Did he get busted down? Did he get demoted, lose some rank for a period of time, if not forever, and have to work his ass back up to where he is? Because Honestly, I wouldn't want somebody like that in the military. I'm surprised he didn't get kicked out. You're acting like a fucking racist. You don't deserve to be a fucking drill sergeant, no less. So you're basically training recruits, like new trainees coming into the military. You're training new Army soldiers, like babies who just graduated from high school yesterday, and you are a racist. You're a bigot. You don't know why this guy is hanging around the neighborhood. He can fucking hang around the neighborhood he goddamn wants to. But that's okay. You leave your neighborhood, we're gonna fucking come for your ass and ask you why the fuck you're out of your neighborhood. Since y'all so close-knit, stay your bitch ass in your neighborhood and don't try to go step foot in anybody else's neighborhood and think you about to wander around anywhere. Black people, if you walk in a black neighborhood, everybody need to carry the same way with his ass. So I want to reiterate that the command in no way condones the behaviors and actions depicted. Beagle said in April regarding the allegations of racial animus, those behaviors are absolutely counter to the Army values and professionalism and respect of soldiers, both on and off duty. Yeah, because you're never not a soldier. You're a soldier 24/7. So I'm giving y'all some background because this guy's is this little Beagle guy. He ain't moving correctly for me. So anyway, from what I've seen in my day. So anyways, your Army is committed to confronting racism, extremism, and corrosive behaviors, but I must remain mindful of protecting due process in both the civil and military jurisdictions as this proceeds. Well, hopefully he will do some shit, but he really doesn't have to wait. He could at least bust him down and rank and take some money. I mean, some of the stuff they can do right away. Maybe he's waiting for this civilian part to be finished, and then they're going to start their court trial or their court process proceedings after the civilian part is done. But I want to see some fucking rank loss. I would like to honestly see him just kicked out of the military altogether, because the military has no place for racism whatsoever. And anytime I see any military service member doing anything that's like looks bad for the military, it's extremely embarrassing for the rest of us who served valiantly. And to say that I'm an Army veteran is extremely angering, that you have to share your type of status with someone who's a fucking loser. So no, he needs to be punished, and punished harshly. So the trial, Pendleton and his attorney argued that Williams, the victim, was posing a threat to the neighborhood. How? I stand by what I did. Of course your racist ass does, said the suspended drill sergeant from the witness stand, according to the Post and Courier. If he'd had a gun, we'd be arguing a stand your ground trial, and I think he'd be 100% justified. Defense attorney for Fort Jackson soldier on suspension since April. Assault charge says during closing arguments. So he's a defense attorney for this guy. I'm not going to call him a soldier. He's a fucking disgrace. And he said he could do a stand your ground. Maybe the black guy should have a stand your ground. You come bringing your big butt across the damn yard talking to me. You stand behind what you're doing. What was he doing that was so bad? So anyways, one of Pendleton's neighbors testified that Williams was acting erratically towards women in the neighborhood, leading her to pound on his door and ask for help. Well, then why don't you just call the cops? You're not the cops, according to the Post and Courier. But the state reported tearful testimony from Williams' father, revealing that the victim, who is shorter and weighs around 100 pounds less than Pendleton, has suffered brain damage during a bout with lymphoma, a type of cancer. He doesn't quite understand things as we would, said his father, according to Post and Courier. Police, they said during tearful testimony. No, we're not crying. More like anger, yelling. He doesn't quite understand things as we would. Yeah, because the guy seemed like he was off. I'm like, is he high? What is going on? I could tell something was off. And I feel like this white big brute was taking full advantage of that. And like I said, they always double team and gang up on black people, because black people are always by themselves looking crazy. So police officials testified saying that regardless of the reason, Pendleton came outside to confront Williams and was caught on camera assaulting him. Both local newspapers reported. A person who was in the courtroom throughout the trial spoke with Army Times on background, saying Pendleton's demeanor throughout the trial was stoic. It was not immediately clear whether Pendleton plans to appeal his conviction or sentence, and his attorney did not immediately respond to a request for comment sent through his legal assistant. He looks like he's on steroids. This fucking angry ass is like, go get him a damn drug test. Pendleton ultimately apologized for the impact of his actions, according to the Post and Courier. Yeah, you should. It's embarrassing to the community. I'm sorry for the way it escalated. Anybody looking back at this, you can watch that video and 100% see that it looks worse than it is. No, you were pretty bad. Pendleton said, I did what I felt I had to do to protect my friends and family. But you never mentioned anybody else. So I'm just confused by the whole thing. And this is where we go again with the defunding of the police. Because if this guy has some brain damage from cancer, the black guy, Deandre, then they should have called and said, he's acting a bit erratic. He clearly is probably having some kind of mental health issue. And that's when a social worker should come out. We don't need a big old team of cops coming out, guns blazing, ready to shoot everybody. It's just ridiculous. This country is just so ignorant. It's a very stupid country for it to have so much wealth. But should we be surprised when we look at who the fuck has been leading it for 400, 500, 600 years, ever since the country started? I'm not surprised at all. This country is full of stupidity. It's just extremely ignorant. It's like, how are they supposed to know? Like, you're talking to him, you can tell he's off. And everybody just assumes that black people aren't capable of having mental health issues. That's why I'm going to speak out, and I'm going to continue to speak out for mental health illness in the black community, because it's a real thing. And like I always say, if anybody should be dealing with mental health issues, it should be black people, because we have to deal with bigotry and racism and hatred on a daily basis. Our whole lives are built on the racism of this country. So it said it was not clear whether Army officials will immediately pursue additional action against Pendleton. When reached by Army Times via phone, Fort Jackson spokesperson L.A. Sully indicated that officials will wait for Pendleton to exhaust all of his civilian appeals, if he appeals before considering any administrative or UCMJ action. Or this is civilian appeals if he appeals. So they're going to wait till he exhausts all his civilian crap before they do anything. Okay, that sounds like a load of crap. So Fort Jackson Commander Brigadier General Patrick R. Michaelis is reviewing his options in the matter of Sergeant First Class Jonathan Pendleton, Sully said. We will provide more information when a decision about how to proceed is made. I'm going to stay on this story. The drill sergeant remains suspended from his duty position. They need to fire his ass. Alright, so that was that, guys. Let me know what you think about this story. It's extremely angering to me. I know when it first happened, I immediately was just like, this guy, the black guy looks like he's high. I wasn't really sure what was going on with him. And the white guy was completely out of line. And, I mean, you could say, okay, well, we should have some context, but you don't get to just assault people. You're not the police. There is an order of things, law and order, even though black people always get the shitty end of the stick. But you're supposed to call the cops. Like, if you see someone wandering around who looks suspect, then call the police. And this is when people should learn how to train. Because you know how, like, when you call the cops and there's an emergency, usually the fire truck comes and the ambulance comes and the police come. They should start some new procedures, since we should be smarter now in the 21st century. You would think we're back in the fucking 1400s where people don't know shit, because we're dealing with this stupid race. But anyways, who's running things. But anyways, you should call the cops. There should be a social worker that comes with the cops. Just like when you're dealing with domestic violence issues, whatever. There should just be a social worker that just travels with the cops, because the cops can't be trusted for their judgment. So that's all I gotta say on that. You guys keep your mask on, try to stay safe, make sure to get your vaccines unless there's a health issue. Like I always say, I'm not a doctor or any kind of healthcare professional. I just want to see my people stay healthy. So until I see you guys again, take care of yourselves and each other. Peace, love, and light. I'm gone. Bye.